Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite Ravens YouTube channel and podcast, Talking Ravens all day, every day, with your host Justin P. and my two MVP co-hosts, Miss Shannon Finch and David Woods, aka Super D the Mailman. This is episode 105 for the YouTube channel. For the audio version, is season 2, episode 12. So all the links are right there in the description below. If you can't watch live, if you don't listen to it while you're at work or at the store, whatever. The audio version links are right there below in the description. And right underneath for that is myself, Dave, and Shannon, social media platforms where you can follow us at. I'm want to say like and subscribe, share the show. We want as many supporters and subscribers and followers as possible. Today, we're doing our preview of the AFC Championship game. It's one more step before we get to Vegas. Our fifth one, in franchise history, and our very first one that we're hosting at home. So we got a lot to talk about. So, but we always start off with the coaching matchup. So, Dave, who has the edge in this? Andy Reid and his staff, or John Harbaugh and his staff? Floor is yours.
Real quick before I touch on that, man, everybody that tuned in, I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Thanks for the views and all that. But come on, man, it don't cost you no money to hit that subscribe button. Come on, man, hit that subscribe button. It's all free. It don't cost you nothing. All right, now let's get this coaching match. So, come on, Baltimore, stand up, super. But you know what, man? I hate to do this, man, but I gotta give it to Andy Reid because, just in my opinion, Andy Reid is the best coach in the league, in my opinion. You know, like I said, Harbaugh's right up there with him, especially this year. But I'm gonna give the slight edge to Reid, but I think we have the edge as far as coordinators. To me, we got the best coordinators in the game: Todd Monken, Mike McDonald. I really hope that we can keep these guys, man. Look, Harbaugh, the other, younger other brother, he just went to the Chargers. So all y'all, all coaches, Atlanta, get your coaches, because we want to keep our coordinator as long as we can. I'm just being greedy. I mean, they deserve head coaching jobs. They're good enough to be head coaches. But I do not want to lose our guys. But head coach, I'm gonna give it to the Chiefs. Coordinators, I'm gonna give it to the Ravens.
Well said, Dave. Go, Shannon.
Um, I actually called this a tie, and I went back and forth with it for a while. And I'm calling it a tie because I feel like the Chiefs have a great defensive coordinator. I feel like we have a great defensive coordinator. Andy Reid is an offensive guru. Like when you think about Andy Reid's teams, even when he has an offensive coordinator, everybody says that that's Andy Reid running the show there, regardless of who the offensive coordinator is. And then when I look at the Ravens, like I said, to me, a lot of people fault John Harbaugh for not being an offensive guy or a straight defensive guy, and I feel like he don't get a lot of respect because he's a special teams guy. And I feel like over the years he's proven that I am that guy. I deserve to be discussed among all the great coaches that have been in the NFL. And when I look at our offense, like we have an offensive coordinator. I don't think it's ever a time where you think John Harbaugh is running the offense. And I was trying to find an edge, like I really was. But I just had to call it a tie. Like I really think that both of these teams have great coaching staffs. Like no matter what adversity they were faced with this season, both had their teams prepared. Both teams never quit. Um, you kind of want to give it to Andy Reid just off of, his history and how long he's been coaching and things like that. But just thinking about it, like right now as we speak in 2024, I'm gonna call this a tie.
That's well said and well put as well, Shannon. I'm gonna give a slight edge to the Chiefs. Like I said, Andy Reid, uh, two-time Super Bowl champion, has played in a total of four as a head coach. There's been a couple more because he won in Green Bay as the offensive coordinator, and he was on those Niners staffs. Spagnuolo got four Super Bowls. He was, defensive coordinator for two with the Giants, in the last two with the Chiefs. So that's what, six Super Bowls right there. So you have to lean towards them just a little bit. We definitely have the advantage at offensive coordinator because Matt Nagy, I'm taking Todd Monken over him every day. all day, 4 times on Sunday. So I'm a definitely lean toward a little bit towards Big Red and them on this. It's not far. It's like here. It's because Harbaugh, like I said, Super Bowl winning coach. Mike McDonald's doing his thing. Like I said, him and Monken are definitely getting looks as head coaches. Hopefully, all the jobs get took so we can keep them. But it's definitely I'm gonna go with the Chiefs in a slight margin. All
Right.
right. Now it's the position matchups. We got to go with the quarterbacks, 2 league MVPs. It's going to be 2 quarterbacks that won 2 league MVPs because Lamar is basically going to win this unless somebody can't see. So go ahead, Dave. Who has the edge in this?
Man, it's a tie right now. I mean, if we talking about overall body of work, it's Mahomes. But this year, Lamar's been the best quarterback this year. And Mahomes has been second. I mean, look at what Mahomes is working with. I mean, when you sit there and you kind of look at overall, they kind of switch roles because normally Mahomes has weapons all over the field, and but this year Jackson has weapons all over the field, and Mahomes is working with you know less, but he's still making it happen. I mean, for him to still get the Chiefs, in my opinion, have no business being in the AFC Championship. They were not the second best team in the AFC. But once again, Mahomes, that's why he's a future Hall of Famer. That's why he's one of the best. So, but look, come on now, lights, camera, action, Jackson. Like I always say, like about to get this MVP. Unless something happen. I mean, come on now. I mean, we already know there's no reason why he should not get the MVP. The best player on the best team in the NFL. So right now, I'm gonna call this one a tie, man. But this is a super heavyweight fight, man. This is the cream of the crop. This is the best of the best right here. I can't wait to watch this matchup.
Well said. Go ahead, Shannon.
I'm giving it to Pat Mahomes. I mean, Pat Mahomes is different. Like, I mean, I always like to say it's levels to this, and it doesn't mean that Lamar is not a great quarterback or can't be a great quarterback or won't be in the Hall of Fame. But when you're talking about this versus that, I mean, Pat is like consistency. The man has been in the AFC Championship every year since he's been a starter for that team. They're never out of it. You can't count him out. He leaves Cheetah, and you have half the world saying, "Oh, he's going to miss him. He's going to miss him." He goes and wins a Super Bowl on freaking one leg last year. Like, it's not many quarterbacks that like wow me. It's been a few, and Pat Mahomes is one of those guys. And Lamar can wow you too. Don't get it twisted. But again, it's just levels to it. So I'm going Pat this matchup.
Yeah, you gotta go with Patrick Mahomes. Lamar is phenomenal himself. Like I said, 2 time Super Bowl champion, 2 time league MVP. Like I said, you just said it's him in the 6 AFC Championship game, so that has to count for something. But so I'm gonna give a slight edge to Patrick Mahomes. But like I said, it's like 1A, 1B for me. But I'm gonna give it to Pat for this one. All right, so
This
nobody
this
can
one,
say we're being biased, right? Look, that's 2 Chiefs. The Chiefs had two edges, right? So basically, out of all 3 of us, so nobody can say we're being homers. I just want to put that out there for
right,
for the people that like to comment.
right.
Dave know what I'm talking about, but we're not gonna get into
Yeah, last
that.
week. Oh yeah. You saw I got that guy right. You saw I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
that
no,
guy. You see, he did come back.
right.
Mm.
Like I said, we're gonna leave it at that so we can keep the show flowing. All right, now we're gonna go running backs. Who has the edge, Dave?
Man, I gotta give it to the Chiefs, man. Isaiah Pacheco has really stepped up. I mean, in my opinion, he's one of the most improved players this season. I mean, Pacheco, without him, there's no way that the Chiefs are in the AFC Championship because their passing game has really declined compared to what it's normally been. And Pacheco's ran the ball very well, and he catches the ball well out the backfield. And the dude run like, you owe him money. He trying to get his money back. He trying to take you out. He trying to run you over, man. Dude look crazy, man. Like he just got up out of jail. He trying to get away, but he's a tough guy, man. I mean, he's one of my favorite non-Ravens in the league. I like watching Isaiah Pacheco play. But once again, the Ravens, I mean, we ran the ball all over the Texans last week. Justice Hill has really stepped it up. Justice Hill is coming through when we need him to. He's really picked up the slack from when Keaton Mitchell went down. He's done a great job. Perfect compliment. Gus Edwards, he's coming in, doing what he needs to do, especially we get the lead. Gus Edwards does a great job running the clock and protecting the ball. And we had a Dalvin Cook sighting. He looked all right last week, dance a little bit too much, not just really hitting the hole. But I think, that's once again not being familiar with the offense. But I'm gonna give this one to the Chiefs by a little bit.
Well said, Dave. Go ahead, Shannon.
Um, this was another matchup that I was like kind of going back and forth with. I ultimately called it a tie. When you have one guy that can have 100 yards or more, like that's something we've been asking about, just featuring one back this year, and we've been doing running back by committee. I mean, you're always going to be high on that guy. Like you said, he's a beast. There's no doubt about it. Like he is the offense of the Chiefs right now. If they didn't have him, I don't know where they would be, because we saw throughout the season with them all the drops. I mean, I think they might lead the league in drops. Or I know they
Yeah,
were
they
at one
do.
point. So he kind of, made them switch their focus offensively. And, when you get to the playoffs, that's what you need. You need a run game. But when I look at the Ravens, like we might not have one guy who can get 100 yards every game, but we usually have been having 2 to 3 guys who contribute to that, and they all have over 100 yards, where the whole offense, with Lamar included, we can rush for over 200 something yards. So because I can't, like I said, I went back and forth. It's like it's no right or wrong, but I'm just calling it a tie with the running backs.
Oh, Justin, good.
All right, so you called it a tie, basically, Shannon. It was breaking up a little bit. Sorry, bro. Yeah, yeah, good,
Yes, a
good, good. This
tie.
is straight y'all, been straight y'all. All right,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, sorry, everybody, about that. Same. um, I'm gonna give a slight edge to us. Reason being, I'm a big Isaiah Pacheco fan, but like I said, after him, it drops off. Like Jared McKinnon is okay, but then it's like us, we got Gus. Like I said, 13 touchdowns. Justice Hill, who comes in, is the good relief pitcher, and then you got Dalvin Cook. You feel me? Dalvin Cook you seen he had some good runs. I'm anticipating a really solid game from him Sunday, because we're going to get him more involved in the rushing game, receiving game. I feel like we got more bullets in the gun. I remember I had 3 bullets in my gun than 1 bullet in my gun. That's Wesley Snipes said on Sugar Hill. Feel me? For my old head. So
Right.
I'm giving us a slight edge, because, like I said, if Pacheco go down, their run game is going to fall to us. Gus go down, we're going to slide in Dalvin Cook and Justice Hill. We still going to get the ball rolling. So I'm gonna give the Ravens a slight edge in the running back, just because of the depth there.
Yeah,
All right,
Sugar Hill's a
so
classic,
wide
by the way,
receivers and
man.
tight ends. Go ahead, D.
Yeah, I'll say Sugar Hill's a
Yeah,
classic, by the
it's a
way,
classic.
too. And also Clyde Edwards Hilaire, he's been running the ball a little bit. He's been running the ball fairly well a little bit when he's got in the game too. I just want to shout him out too.
All right.
But receivers, this is the Ravens all day. This is where we get where one of the Chiefs' weakness is. We got a whole lot more weapons. They got Zay all the way, Zay Flowers doing his thing. Nelson Aguilar has quietly kind of been the number 2 over the past couple weeks. He's done very well. He just always just makes good plays when we need him. Like the touchdown, he stays moving around. He just finds that open space to get open, and Lamar finds him. So Nelson Aguilar's doing a good job. Bateman also, Odell Beckham, he's there when we need him. Isaiah Likely, what? Give me that one-handed catch and straight moss that guy last week. Likely's done a great job picking up the slack. And I got a little bit of bad news, man. Bad news. Andrews is back. Mark Andrews is back. So I can't wait to see what he's going to do. And as far as them, Travis Kelsey, come on now, future Hall of Fame and one of the greatest tight ends. He's had a good season. Not one of his best, but he still had a good season. And Rashee Rice, man, talk about rookie receivers. He's really stepped it up. This guy is a star in the making, in my opinion. But everybody else on the Chiefs really kind of needs some milk, man. I mean, there's really not much to say after that. Kadarius Toney, I don't even think they want him on the field. Justin Watson and all that. And Marcus Valdez Scanling, he has a serious case of butterfingers, man. He's terrible. So Ravens on this one.
Well said, Dave. Go ahead, Shannon.
I agree, Ravens. We just have way more options than them. We've had a lot of games this season where we've seen Lamar spread the ball around to let you know that different guys can do the job, even if you key in on one guy. And even when you look at the tight end situation, like if Andrews comes back and play, then we know we have him and Likely. I would hope that they wouldn't, stop using Likely with as successful as he's been these past couple of weeks. And what I used to say, or when we had to, we had Dennis Pettit and Dixon. Remember when we drafted those guys, and they had
Yeah.
success, and we traded, I believe, Tar Heap like the next year. I used to always say two is better than one, and I feel that way about our tight ends in comparison to Travis with the Chiefs. We just have more options. You know what I mean? So I'm going Ravens.
It's Ravens. It's not even close. I'm gonna tell you why. For those who want to say, oh, yeah, I think man, Zay. Oh yeah, Nelson Aguilar. He's making plays. Now you got Duvernay back. We still can sprinkle him in. You know what I mean? OBJ. Like, you know what I mean? Tyler Wallace. And you got Mark back. Yeah, Isaiah Likely, Charlie Kolar. Like, come on, man. And Rashad Bateman. So it was like versus Sky Moore, Marquez Valdez Scantling, Kadarius Phony Tony, uh, Justin Watson, then you got Travis Kelsey, he's all world, but then you got Noah Gray and all that stuff like that. So it's the Ravens. Definitely it's the Ravens. It's not even close. Like I said, Travis Kelsey makes it a little competitive, but overall it's like because none of their receivers will start for us, and all our receivers will start for them. So that right there is just a clear indication. All
Yeah,
right,
did you know
let's
that?
go with the
Did
big
you know?
uglies.
Wait,
What?
did you
Go ahead,
know that
Sean.
their name is Kels and not Kelsey?
I did not know
Oh,
that.
I
I
didn't
ain't
know
even
that.
saying that to.
They said it on their podcast that they let people go with calling them Kelsey, but their name is actually Kels. I was like,
It's
that's funny.
yeah, it sounds better. Kels, like Travis Kels, like okay, whatever. But whatever, whatever. uh, all right, now we're going with the big uglies up front. The offensive lines for these two teams. Both of them are pretty good. Go ahead, Dave.
Ravens. I mean, Ravens done a great job last week keeping Lamar clean. So number two overall offensive line in the game. And the Chiefs, they've had trouble protecting Mahomes. I mean, a lot of times we see Mahomes drive back, he's running for his life. So this is another weakness for them. Mahomes, he just a playmaker. He'll scramble and get first downs a lot. Throughout the season, but the offensive line for Kansas City, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. Very inconsistent. So, but it's the Ravens all day.
Oh, well said, Dave. Go ahead, Shannon.
I agree. I have the Ravens as well. I mean, right now the Chiefs are dealing with injury on their offensive line. Their tackles are not as good as they've been in previous years, and I feel like with the Ravens, particularly this year, and a lot of different levels, and I've said it a lot of times during the season, it didn't matter who went out. Guys come in and they're still getting the job done. So I'm giving it to the Ravens. Like we have more depth. I feel like we've been top two, three all season. The offensive line has been like Ravens all day.
Yeah, man, definitely the Ravens because I told you, we got one of the best offensive line coaches in the world, Joe D. Alexander, over 40 years of coaching experience. So that helps a lot with getting guys, like you said, Daniel Faalele can come in. Now it's not a drop ball. Pat Ricard can come in. It's not a big drop ball. Sam Mustafa came in, not a big drop ball. Ben Cleveland came in, who we were all like disappointed in because he didn't steal the left guard job. But he came in for Zeitler, played pretty well. So, yeah, like I said, the depth alone right there, it shows you, that we got some guys. And like I said, John Simpson's doing pretty good. Tyler Linderbaugh, Pro Bowl. Stanley, when fully healthy, we know he's a dog up there. And Morgan Moses, that steady, solid right tackle. Like I said, Zeitler. We just got guys all across the board that can play, man. We always get some good guys that we can slide in and plug in. And it's like I said, it don't just fall apart. So definitely the Ravens. Because the Chiefs got injuries, Joe Tooney, Jawan Taylor, Creed Humphrey is the only healthy lineman right now. So yeah, it's definitely the Ravens. All right, now we're going over to the defensive side of the ball. Both of these defenses have been playing well. We're gonna go with the interior D line. We're a 3-4 team. They're a 4-3 team. So go ahead, Dave.
Ravens, we got the best D line in the game. They've been doing a great job. But Kansas City has a good defensive line too. They're definitely top five. But I'm gonna give this one to the Ravens. Just a matter of BK. Come on now. He's all pro. I think he should have got first team all pro, even though he got second team. He's done a great job. Michael Pierce. They've been beast shutting down the run. Last week the Texans couldn't do anything. I thought that Devin Singletary looked terrified when he got the ball. He got the ball. He was covering up. He didn't even look like he wanted to hit the hole. He was like, "Oh no, these dudes, they got boogie monsters down there on that D line. I don't want that smoke." So Pierce done a good job. Travis Jones, Broderick Washington, always done a good job. Always, quietly, we don't talk much about Adafe. Always done a great job. Of course, the Devion Clowney. So, we got the best D line in the game. Come on, they're number one in sacks. But they have a lot of talent. Chris Jones is one of the best. This guy is a load. We have got to neutralize him because he can really mess the game up. So you got to stop Chris Jones. George Karlaftis has done a good job. This guy's been getting the sacks, man. He's a problem. Derek Knott, he's a good player too. Mike Danner. So they got a good D line, but Ravens, we got this. Well, we're the best in the game.
Well said, Dave. Go ahead, Shannon.
I'm letting y'all know right now. I don't care who calls me a homer. I'm riding with the Ravens defense all the way. Like, this defense has been great. This defense has been so great all season long, and like every obstacle that you thought may have been like, all right, this is gonna be the week. It wasn't the week. You can point to maybe 2 games this season where you can be like, okay, the defense could have done better. But for the most part, this defense been A1 since week 1, right? So I'm going Ravens. Like, I'm not even going to say anything to disrespect the Chiefs or make anybody think I'm disrespecting them because they are a great defense. I know that they're number 2 behind us in sacks and takeaways, but I'm riding with the Ravens. Ravens.
Yeah, it definitely us because when you got Matabike, 14 and a half sacks, Michael Paris has played great this year. They might not show the numbers, but he's been forcing double teams. Travis Jones has been a force. Brent Urban has came in and given us good valuable time on the D line, and then like Tavius Robinson has dropped down and helped us out. Mike McDonald told him, he gave him a lot of credit. He said, "Man, our outside linebacker run was thick." So he said he wanted to get on the field. So he said we need more bodies on the interior. So he sacrificed his natural position to get on the field and help us, and that's very noble. You don't see a lot of young players doing that. So he's been playing well. Like I said, Broderick has been playing good as well. So the interior D line is real good. Like you said, Dave, we lead league of sacks. Like you said, George Karlaftis, Mike Danica, Derek Namney, Chris Jones, and all those guys like them. They've been doing fairly decent. But like I said, we definitely got the edge there. All right, linebackers, edge, and inside linebackers. They're a 4-3 team. We're 3-4, so we have a little bit more guys there. So go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, linebackers, LB Fab. Ravens also, like I said last week, if you don't have 2 all pros, you're not better than us. Roquan Smith, Patrick Queen. Come on now. They showed why they're all pros last week. They're all over the field, making tackles, making plays. Come on now. Kyle Van Noy. Come on now. Re up on this guy. give this guy another year or two. This guy still has a lot left in the tank. But this the Ravens. They got a lot of talent on the other side. Nick Bolton is a problem. He's one of the most underrated players in the game. When you sit up there and you watch Kansas City play, this guy is fast too. Sideline, he makes a lot of tackles, lots of plays. Drew Tranquil, he's also very good. He's a tough guy. He's a big hitter as well. And Willie Gay. So they got some good linebackers as well. But they're still the Ravens by a little bit. All pros,
Well
baby.
said, Dave. Well said, Dave. Go ahead, Shannon.
Same Ravens. Like I've been saying all year, if you got those two guys in the middle, they're going to be better than a whole lot of units. When you look at our pass rush being probably one of our biggest concerns in the offseason, and to come into the season and see what the outside linebackers have done, the guys that Eric basically brought off the street, like you can't ask for anything better. I think we have a good mix of vet and young guys in that group, and they've been dominant basically all year. So I'm going Ravens. And watch the Ravens Wired and
I'm
watch
going Ravens as
Bullhorn
well
from last
because,
week.
like you said, I'm gonna definitely check that out. I forgot about that. Thank you for that reminder. Definitely Ravens, like you said. PQ and Roku.
Uh-oh.
That's he think he froze.
He in the freezer again. They frozen.
Yeah. The Bucks with Devin White and Avante David, but it's clearly us right now. Then you got Clowney, Van Noy, those guys come up there to Daffy Owe, Malik Harrison playing middle linebacker and outside linebacker. Like you got to give him a lot of credit. He's doing double duty right now. And then you got guys like Trenton Simpson. That's when you see when given a chance, the kid is making plays all over the place. And then you still got a guy like Deshaun Phillips that can come in and play. So the depth, we have much more depth than them. Like you said, you got Nick Bolton, Willie Gay Jr., Drew Tranquil, and what's the other kid, Leo Chanel. So yeah, they guys not too shabby, but it's definitely the Ravens. All right, let's go to the secondary. Who you got, Dave?
Secondary. This one, I'm gonna have to call this one even, man. That their corners are elite. Legarius Steed. Woo. Every time I watch him, this guy's a dog. I gotta give it to him. This dude is tough, man. And he loves the
Uh,
challenge. He wants to guard the best guy. And Trent McDuffie, I mean, Pro Bowler. I mean, he's all pro too, isn't he? So I mean, these
I'm not too
corners
sure.
are these guys are very tough. But safeties wise, we got them. Kyle Hamilton all day, Geno Stone, Marcus Williams. Our safeties are just the back end, just shutting it down. They got good safeties as well. Justin Reed's very good. Mike Edwards, they're pretty good. He's a good, talented player. Another underrated guy for them, Edwards. But Ravens, our corners, we did a great job. We shut them down last week, and we get Marlon Humphrey back. So I just need Humphrey to be. I hope he's 100% healthy. Because like I said, really we could shut down Rashee Rice. We got him. We got him. I mean, Kelsey. Of course, we're going to double team. McDonald's going to figure out a way to shut him down. But I say it's even overall. They got better corners. We got better safeties, though.
Go ahead, Shannon. Well said, Dave.
Um, I'm going Ravens. And the reason I'm going is like everything that you just said, Dave, makes complete sense. Like we have the safeties, they have the cornerbacks, but I can't hang my guys out to dry. Like these guys, like I said about the offensive line, it didn't matter who went down, who came in. It wasn't no fall off, even with the safeties. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
they were doing this all year long. And granted, you have all pros and all of that type of stuff in any unit. You're probably going to give them the edge over others. But for me, I'm gonna ride with them. And what really made me say the Ravens is because I see Marlon Humphrey is working his way back, and most likely he's probably going to play. Like it's looking that way. Even though they say he's kind of been limited, I didn't see anything today about if he was limited or full, but he's getting back out there. And if you can add Marlon Humphrey at any capacity, like even if he's just coming in and out to relieve somebody, that's going to help your team anyway. So for that reason, I'm giving it to the Ravens because I like our cornerbacks and our safeties.
Well said, and I agree with you. Remember to us because we have more depth there. The Giants need definitely a beast. Trent McDuffie a beast, and after that it falls off. It falls off. Like I said, Justin Reed is good. Brian Cook is good. Mike Edwards, he was pretty good for my Buck. But like I said, we got like I said, Marlins back. You got Darby. You got Arthur Millette who's playing good in the slot. Brandon Stevens having his best year. Darius Washington. You still got Rocky Sin come in and get some burn. Then Cal Hamilton, All Pro. Like Geno Stone should have been at least a second team All Pro, like the AFC in picks. You know what I mean? You got Daryl Worley that can come in. So and then Marcus Williams. Marcus Williams, man, he out there one arm still balling, man. Like so, yeah, it's definitely us, man. Dave McDuffie and Snead are good, but we got more depth there, and our safeties are better. So I'm gonna give us the edge. Last one, then we'll get to our actual topics. Special teams. Go ahead, Dave.
Special teams, the Ravens. Come on now, Justin Tucker, the GOAT. Come on now, he's been doing a great job. Big kick last week, that 53-yard kick, because we started off slow, 10-10 the first half. You know that I just think the kick, just the fact that we know that 50 on in is pretty much money in the bank is very important. But the Chiefs, they got a very good kicker as well, Harrison Butker. I mean, the name Harrison, but he sounds like a kicker, So I mean, this dude could kick him up. He might have he's up there with as far as distance wise, because this guy could kick some 60s. So Butker is really, really good as well. And George Stout, he's been doing a great job punting. He had a bad one last week, but he's been great all season. I'm still rocking with Stout. Duvernay came back. That this is why he's been a Pro Bowl returner. Just sure hands, and he just knows what to do. Just smart with the ball. So I'm gonna give it to the Ravens. McCole Hardman, he every now and then he'll drop one for them. So but Ravens on this one.
Oh, well said, Dave. Go ahead, Shannon.
Yeah, I agree. And for all the Ravens you just said, I mean, the Ravens, anytime you have Justin Tucker on the team, regardless of what people may say, um, you stand a chance. Stout, like you said, had a bad week last week, but all season he's been pinning it back there. And with Duvernay, like I said, I've said this throughout the season as well. Sometimes he looked a little timid to me, but I feel like he did well coming back. I think he'll be successful. Like I think he knows I think everybody knows what's at stake. At this point, one game away from the Super Bowl, so I'm giving it to the Ravens.
Oh, the governor freeze again,
Me,
man.
Ravens. I can be too long. Stout, Justin Tucker. I mean, Jordan Stout. He had, like you say, he didn't have his best week, but still, he's one of the better punters. Duvernay, like I said, he always can give us a good return or two. I think he'll get. I don't think he'll get a good return in this game. I just feel it. And then your head coach is a special teams guy, so he's going to always have his hands dirty with that unit. Getting on him when things not right and stuff like that, because that's his forte. So yeah, it's definitely the Ravens and special teams. All right. Here's our first actual topic of the night. We talked about this on Tuesday, but it's getting closer, and it's been the $1 million question. All week. Uh, do you guys think Mark Andrews will play? And if so, how do you think he'll be utilized, and what impact you think he'll have on this AFC Championship game? Go ahead, Dave.
Yes. I want bad news. Bad news. Andrews is back, baby. I think he most likely will split snaps with Isaiah Likely, though. Likely it's really stepped up when Andrews was out. And Mark Andrews, he's missed 8 weeks. He hasn't played since week 12 against Cincinnati. So I think his usage will really kind of go just off the game flow. Like if if it's a tight game, Andrews is still a superstar. To me, he's the second best tight end behind Kelsey in the league. So I think it'll really just go off a game flow. But I think it'll really split snaps with Likely. You haven't played in 8 weeks, so Likely's been doing a good job. Let's just roll with. I'm rolling with Likely.
Okay, go ahead, Shannon.
I feel more comfortable saying yes this week than I did last week. I just feel like if he does play, don't force feed him, like you said, Dave. Ease him back in, have him in more passing situations versus run because you don't want him doing too much down there, having to do too much blocking or have anybody rolling up on his legs, anything like that. And utilize him in the red zone. I mean, Likely has been playing so well that I don't even think it's fair to him to stop that right now. If we can't figure out a way to implement them both without affecting Likely being able to contribute, then I don't know if it's time for Mark Andrews to come back. Like right now, use him in situational football. I don't think he needs to start. And it's not to say that like he's losing his job or anything like that, but it's like I don't think he needs to be tight end number one if he is going to play. Put him in on certain situations and let's go from there. I mean, like you said, he's a weapon anyway. You know what I mean? So if he's going to be out there, use him, but don't overuse him.
Oh, well said by both of y'all. Yeah, I think he'll play. And like you said, I think he'll play and he'll spot play like in certain packages. He'll definitely in the red zone, flexing him up wide because him out there is going to draw coverage away from people. Because teams still know that's Lamar's guy. Yeah, he been out, whatever the case may be, but they still ain't gonna just say, "Hey, we're gonna leave a linebacker on Mark Andrews." He's been out. We're not
Hmm.
gonna worry about him. No, they're still gonna focus on him. So that's gonna now leave one on ones for Likely, Zay, Odell, Aguilar, Bateman. All those guys like them on the outside. So and then Lamar himself. Now you pulling guys out the box or taking a spy out. Now Lamar could take off, and then you still got running backs one on one with their linebackers. So yeah, I think he'll play spot duty, come in here and there, get a couple catches, just to get his feet wet. But like I said, likely is going to be the guy to roll. Like one man Matt said on Facebook, he said, "Man, the genie out the bottle. We can't put him back in just yet." So talk about Isaiah likely. Yeah, so definitely just bring Mark Andrews in variously. Then we handle business. We'll have a week off for him to get even more right. But yeah, so just situational playing. All right, our second topic: how would a Ravens offense attack the Chiefs defense? Go ahead, Dave.
Just like last week, run the ball. Kansas City has an excellent pass defense, fourth ranked in the league with some tough corners. We just talked about the Jerry Sneed, Trent McDuffie. They have shut down some of the best in the league. They're second in the league points per game overall with 15.8, right behind the Ravens with 15.5. But run the ball, slow the game down, must dominate time of possession and keep Mahomes on the sideline. So that's how I think that we're going. You know, I think it's like last week. We only passed for 158 yards. But like we said, we dominated the ball and we ran it well. So yeah, we got to run the ball well this week.
Well said, Dave. Go ahead, Shannon.
Yeah, Dave pretty much said what I was going to say. So just to add to that, I'll say this. Make adjustments early. Like I feel like the Texans game could have been out of control, could have been a different thing if they didn't miss a field goal. Like it could have been went different. But adjustments was made and we did what we had to do. I feel like in the game, not waiting until halftime. If you see something's not working, let's try to fix it right now. If they're blitzing a little bit too much, realize I got to get the ball out of my hand faster. But ultimately, I just feel like the best thing to do was what Dave just said: run the ball, try to keep Pat Mahomes off the field and win time of possession. Like that's the way that you beat this team. That doesn't mean you're going to always beat them that way. No, But I just feel like the less opportunities they have, the better chance we have of winning.
Yes, that is a good game plan, but at the same time, you still have to score. So we definitely don't be afraid to take shots because Patrick, the count of what you just said. Yes, keep them on the sideline, but at the same time, score as many points as you can. So if it's a 5-play drive, we score quick. Score. Don't try to, oh let's chew up some more clock. To keep on the sideline. I have our defense is that good. Whereas though, hey, if we score quick, we can get a stop. Like as great as he is, mind you, we went against Tom Brady in his prime, Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, Shannon, but they, y'all been Ravens fans a long time. We don't want to get this ain't the first time we went against a great quarterback. So we're not new to this. Harbaugh's not new to this. So score if we can. Like score, like right after you run the ball, because we want a balanced attack. But then once them guys start putting 9, 10 in the box, take shots outside the Zay. Like I said, Duvernay, Aguilar's been making plays because like he's gonna beat a lot of teams 3 and 4 corners. Uh, Flex likely Andrews out, man. Get them matchups in the red zone. In the red zone, them two need to be flexed out in a way you can throw the jump ball. Remember, you should do with Tall Heat, flex them out, and we should toss it to them in the corner. Do the same thing, man. Because like I said, we're gonna need touchdowns in this game. Like so, definitely be as creative as possible, man. Like and utilize everybody. Even put Duvernay at receiver, get some jet sweeps. You know what I mean? Like we can't hold nothing back in the tank. Everything needs to come out because Andy Reid is going to run everything. So he's going to come out with a fullback goddamn shuffle or some bullshit, which we'll talk about in a second. But yeah, definitely run the ball, take some shots. Don't be scared. To put together some a quick drive we got to because like I said, Mahomes going to get on the field sooner or later. So yeah, we might as well go ahead and get our points. All right. How will the Ravens defense attack the Chiefs offense? Go ahead, Dave.
Do what we do best. Put pressure on Mahomes and make him scramble. Now, when he scrambles, make the tackle. I mean, I've been seeing him get some of these scrambles. I'm like, man, how did he get away from them? So that's key. When you get him running, you gotta get him on the ground. I mean, I want to see him. I want to see him running. I want him. I want it to be like old school Taco Bell commercial. I want to see Mahomes run for the border, man. You know what I'm saying? The offensive line is inconsistent. They've been letting Mahomes really get hit from time to time. So, and also you got to find Travis Kelsey. Wherever he is, you got to account for him, of course. Him and Rashee Rice make anyone else beat you. I want to see make Valdez Scantling beat us, or McCole Hardman, or Justin Watson, or Noah Gray. But just those two guys, you got to slow those two down, and also you got to neutralize Isaiah Pacheco. Like I said, we did a terrific job last week shutting down the run. Got to keep it up. So that's how I think that we attack Kansas City's offense.
I like it, Dave. Go ahead, Shannon.
Before I do respond, I just want to say this because I don't want anybody to get this confused. I'm not afraid of playing Patrick Mahomes. Like I literally was having this conversation last night with my family. So like everything you just said, like we played Tom Brady, we played. I said that to them. Like I'm not worried about playing Pat. Like we played him before, right? And every time we played them, it's been a back and forth game. Like I'm not, and we've only won once, but I'm just saying I'm not scared to play him at all. I just know how dynamic, especially he can be, and I just feel like, but I felt this way about those quarterbacks. Limit their time on the field, like you said, of course you got to score. You need to if you get in the red zone, score obviously. But the way that you can do that, milk some clock to give them less possessions, and you score when you get the ball. Definitely not scared to play them, but I just wanted to make that known because I don't want anybody to listen to this and think that anything I said before was like I'm scared to play them. I really just have a lot of respect for Pat Mahomes. Like I said, there's not a lot of quarterbacks that wow me, and he does. Okay, most guys the injury he got last year, they not playing no more. He wasn't coming out that game at no point. I respect that. I'm sorry, but as far as the Ravens and our defense and how we can attack the Chiefs offense, I feel like anytime you have an offense being led by Andy Reid, number one, and a quarterback like Pat Mahomes, they're gonna be dangerous. It's gonna be tough to defend them, right? So last week we didn't have a sack. I feel like or a turnover, and I feel like we're gonna need all of that and then some this week. So whatever we couldn't muster up last week, I need us to be able to do that this week because you need to make him as uncomfortable as possible. The same way you would have to play Tom Brady back in the day, and everybody would say if, once he started tap dancing, you got him. You got to do Pat the same way. Now the problem is Pat too can, beat you in the pocket. He can beat you out the pocket. He can tiptoe up the sideline. And like you just said, Dave, you like, what the hell? And he halfway down the field and they in the red zone, right? So to attack them, in my opinion, is to make them one dimensional. I feel like I'm, and this is not to say give up any run yards because I've talked about the run defense and how I felt like they needed to improve on that. But I just feel like we could really make Travis Kelce and Rice non-existent. Like we can, of course, they're going to get their catches here and there, but we can make them non-existent one way or another. If you make them one-dimensional, if we stop the run and put you in a position where you have to pass, you're one-dimensional. So honestly, I don't care which way they go. If you make them one-dimensional, we can beat this team.
No doubt about it. Both of y'all said some and great counterpoint. And I know you wasn't, and let me clear something. I know you wasn't saying it like you were afraid of Patrick Mahomes. I just said that because some people would misconstrue what you said. That's why I would say we're still going to score, but I get what you're saying. Try to limit as much possessions. I know you. I trust me, Shannon. I know you wasn't saying like, "Oh my God, please don't give him the ball." I know you wasn't saying it like that. So yeah, we're on the same
No,
page.
not at all.
Yeah. So this is where Mike McDonald really gonna earn his respect. You know what I mean? He has earned it. You get what I'm saying. Everybody know him, but now they're gonna let's see what you do against Reed and Patrick Mahomes. Now this is what he really gonna be like. Yeah, I took down the 49ers. I took down the high flying Dolphins. I took down the Lions. All these high powered offenses. Now I got one left. The defending Super Bowl champ. I think we're gonna have a masterful defensive game. Like Mahomes will get his little plays here and there, of course, 'cause like you say, he's a great quarterback. But I think with that crowd band as loud as it is, and then in our defense when we hearing how great he is all week long. Like when the Bucks played him in the Super Bowl in 2020, Jason Pierre-Paul said that's all we heard all week. The great Patrick Mahomes, the great Patrick Mahomes. So we just kept reiterating that in the locker room over and over and over. Like he put his pads on just like everybody else. And you pressure him just like any other quarterback, things gonna fall apart. So I think Clowney and them guys are gonna pin their ears back and go get it, man. I think they're gonna get it. Met at BK. I think you're going to see a really, really great defensive performance. And like you said, I think Cal Hamilton is going to take that challenge and say, I got 87. Let me take him out the ball game. I was an all-pro. I'm going to show y'all why. And I think Marlon Humphrey will get a piece of that as well. And then I'll get into the next subject as well. I added one late too. Shannon know that. But yeah, I just think we're going to blitz them too. Do not be afraid to blitz any quarterback. Because it's like I said, we bring more than they can block. It's going to affect him just like anybody else. See, we blitzed CJ Stroud and it worked. And he just put up 45 points the week before. So yeah, this defense is on a whole another level. We'll stop the run. Like I said, Devin Singletary definitely was like scared because I was at the game. I was right there. He didn't want no smoke. And I think once Pacheco get hitting his mouth a couple times, he's not gonna run the same as well. But definitely pressure Mahomes and take Travis Kelce out the ball game. Rashee Rice, I'm not really worried about as well because of the next topic I came up with. All right. So the next topic I added before we get into 3 keys of victory and all that. Marlon Humphrey, I'm assuming he's going to play because he said it the other day. He said they want to carry me out the field. This is the AFC Championship game. I'm playing. Him covering Rashee Rice. How do you guys feel about that? Go ahead, Dave.
I like it. I mean, between him and Brandon Stevens has been, one of our unsung heroes. We don't talk much about him. He's done a terrific job as far as coverage as well. But yeah, Marlon Humphrey, Rashee Rice. I mean, once again, look at the Bills game last week. I mean, the Bills, they're on their number 3, number 4 corner. So Rashee Rice, he's talented, but I think he can get shut down. Honestly, he's had a lot of games where he hasn't done much, but he's had some pretty big games. really improved throughout the year. The arrow's pointing up for him, but I'm not scared of him at all. I mean, he can get shut down. He ain't Tyreek Hill, so I
At
mean,
least
I
trying
think he can
to.
get shut down. I think Marlon Humphrey on him. Give me Marlon Humphrey.
Well said, Dave. Go ahead, Shannon.
Look, and Tyreek Hill couldn't do nothing against that secondary. So, but
Yep.
I feel like if Marlon is gonna play, because I just keep having flashbacks of that Steelers game. Just don't leave him on the island. In situations where it's big downs and things like that, like just don't leave him on the island by himself. It's not to say that Marlon can't handle it. We know what he's done in the past. It's just because he hasn't played in weeks, and didn't even practice last week. And like I said, I saw he
Right.
was limited yesterday. I don't know what he was today. So if he does play on Sunday, just don't leave him on an island. I don't, but I'm not scared because, like you said, it's not. I mean, Rice is nice. We talked about this weeks ago when we was talking about if Zay was the best rookie wide receiver in the league. I mentioned Rice as being guys that I felt like are more in that conversation than Zay at that point. But he doesn't really put any fear in my heart. Well, I feel like Marlon would have a long day. I just feel like, based on the situation, don't leave Marlon on the island by himself because he might be chasing him and he might not get him. So just make sure you got some help in certain situations.
That's true. I love him. Tell you why, and to piggyback off that play, 'cause I know that's everybody's mind. And Marlon talked about. He said, "You know why that happened with George Pickens?" And he gave Pickens credit. He ain't just downplaying that. He said he misjudged the ball in the air. He said, "I was with him stride for stride. I didn't think Kenny Pickett was going to get out there. Kenny Pickett was weak. So he misjudged the ball. He looked over instead of him like pressing him, using the sidelines as an extra defender and going up.
Right,
He said he just
right.
he thought it was going to be incomplete, and George Pickens ran underneath him. He said, but he learned from that. And he said Chris Hewitt and all them got on him about that. Stop there. Always fundamentals. He said always stick to fundamentals. So I think in that situation this time around, I think Marlon get an interception. Because remember in the Rams game, he should have had a game set interception. He said he couldn't get down his feet down in balance. So yeah, I'm a huge Marlon Humphrey fan because it's hard to find shutdown corners. He's one of them. He's not going to be the guy
Hmm.
that's going to get 15 interceptions. Feel me? That's not his. That's not him. He'll make you 5, and he'll get another 6 with forced fumble. So that's still 14
Hmm.
turnovers. Like the guy, when healthy, man, is a top 5 corner. I'm sorry, I can't put 10
I
guys ahead
agree.
of him. Like yeah, so I feel like he's going to be in his bag. All
Hmm.
right, let's get to our 3 keys to victory. Go ahead, Dave.
Three keys to victory. Like I've been saying all show. Gotta pressure my homes. Don't let him sit back there and light us up. Gotta make him move around. That's number one. Number two, gotta stop Isaiah Pacheco. Like I said, when he if he gets going, he gets fired up. He really gets them going. So stop Pacheco, and we have to run the ball well, just like last week. Gotta pound the ball, and keep possession. So that's my three keys.
I like it. Well said. Go ahead, Shannon.
All right. So my three keys is disguise coverage defensively and attempt to trick Pat as much as possible to possibly get interceptions. I think I heard that I meant to look this up when I got back in the house. After I picked up my daughter, but I think they said on the radio that Pat Mahomes hasn't had any interceptions in the postseason. And I'm like, what? Like that just seems so unreal to me. But I think we could do that on
Mm-hmm.
Sunday. I think that if we play it right, guys, I think we can get an interception or two, just depending because Pat he throws the ball. He does that. They're gonna do that. And I just think that could change a lot as far as giving our offense extra possessions. Now on to our offense, no turnovers because that's not an offense. Meaning the Chiefs' offense, that's not one that you want to just gift offensive possessions to. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to turn the
Mm-mm.
ball over. Like I don't want no fumbles, no interceptions. Hopefully, like nothing that's going to give them great yard advantage. I, I can't. Like I just like no turnovers. Like you know how I'm saying how I said like we need to get sacks or interception. I would rather have no turnovers than worrying about that because I feel like as long as we're not turning the ball over, we can win a game. And lastly, coach the game like your life depended on it. We're one game away from the Super Bowl. Don't get too cute. Don't get outside yourself or try to be bold. Todd Monken said today in his press conference that his wife says to him, "Why don't you just do what works?" And that's what I always say too. So when I say don't try to be cute, I'm talking about getting away from what's working. Don't come out there and have Lamar feeling like he has to pass the ball to prove a point to the people sitting on the couch or at the end of the bar. Whatever works for our team and our offense and will get the ball moving and get us in a red zone and get us scoring points. That's what we need to do. I don't care that Pat Mahomes is over there and he might come out and score in a quick 10, 15. You know what I mean? I don't care about that. But we got to do what we do best. Don't try to be cute and stick to what's working. So coach the game of your life.
I like that last little nugget, Shannon. I like that. Both that well said by both of y'all. It's always the same. Not gonna change. Protect the ball, like you just said, meaning no turnovers for us, no fumbles, interceptions. Create turnovers because we want to give our offense short field. So, and the third one is coming. Score touchdowns in the red zone. Like you say, you're going against a great quarterback, a great offensive coach. So you have to get touchdowns. Like if Justin get a field goal or two, cool, no problem. But we have to have more touchdowns to field goals, not the other way around.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, we're gonna do over under stat lines. So we're gonna go Lamar. We're gonna go 200 yards passing over under. Go ahead, Dave.
I'm gonna say a little bit over. I think they'll be right around 200, maybe 210.
Okay. Go ahead, Shannon.
I was going to say over as well, 210.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go to 225, 230. All right. Total team rushing yards. Lamar rushing yards is included, of course. Let's go 150 over under, Dave.
I'm going over. Like I said, we gotta run the ball, and Lamar is our best runner. Let's not mess around here. See 100 yards last week, so I think it's gonna be more of that. I don't know if he'll get 100 yards again, but I think
All
he'll
right.
be about 70, 80. He's got to scramble, and you already know when he scrambles, he's in that open field. He's dangerous. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna say over. I think we'll get about buck 80.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Shannon.
I think it'll be over, and I think it'll be a little closer to 200. I would say like 195 to 200.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go over as well. I'm gonna go 175, 180 range. Like you said, he's gonna come in with his I think he'll have about 60, 70 yards. And Cook could do it. I think Cook will go ahead pretty solid game. And I think Gus gonna do what he do, and Justice gonna do what he do. So I'm gonna go 175, 180. All right, let's go. Zay Flowers, 60-yard receiving over under. Go ahead, Dave.
Ooh, I think I'm gonna give him over. You know, Zay, he's been showing up in big games. What you look over the season. Like I say, against the Rams, he was great. The Dolphins, look at that long catch that he had. So I mean, Zay's really been showing up in big games, and this is a big one. This one is big as it gets right now. So I'm gonna give him a little bit over. I think 75, 80.
Okay, go ahead, Shannon.
How many yards you said?
60.
Um, I think I'll say over, and I'll say 65.
I'm gonna go a little over. I'm gonna go 75 because he's been getting involved early, and I think, like I said, he's Lamar's safety blanket for right now. So yeah, I'll give him 75. Let's now go on the defensive side of the ball. Total team sacks, we'll go with two. We'll start a little light. This is Patrick Mahomes. Over under. Go ahead, Dave.
You said just two. Well, we're gonna get them more than that because, like I said, the
Yeah, yeah.
offensive line's not all that. I'm gonna give us five. We going over, baby. Give me a 5-piece dinner.
Double plus one. I like that. Jackson 5 on defense. I like it. Go ahead, Shannon.
Yeah,
We talking about sex?
yeah.
Okay.
Total team sacks. Yeah, started at two.
And you said
Started at
two?
two.
Oh, I'll say over. I'll say 4.
Hmm. I started low because we didn't have none last week. That's why I went as low as I did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely going over as well. I think we're going to get 6, to be honest with you. Because, like I said, these guys are going to be so amped. Like, yeah, I think they're going to see all the legends. And then, like I said, they reading everything. Basically saying we're playing the next coming of Jesus at quarterback. So they're going to show like, hey man, we can bring him down to earth. And he, like I said, I mean, I'm just bad. That's how they probably looking at it. They're gonna say little stuff like that to get themselves fired up. So they're gonna get to it. They're
Right,
gonna prove a point. So I think they're gonna get him on the ground 6 times. I think Clowney gonna have 2 sacks. I think he'll go nuts. Total team interceptions. This one is gonna be low as well. One over under. Good day.
my bad. But say it one more time.
Total team interceptions on defense. One over under.
Mm, I just think one. Like Mahomes doesn't turn the ball over very
Okay.
much. This to me the most accurate passer in the league. I think just one. You know, I mean, he's just a smart with the ball. He knows when to throw it away. So I think we'll sack him more than interceptions. He holds the ball a lot. So I think just once.
Okay, go ahead, Shannon. Over under total team interceptions one.
I was just sitting here thinking and still thinking about what they said on the radio about him not throwing any interceptions again. I don't know if that's true or not. I would have to look that up. But I
Right.
think, I think what better time for him to throw an interception? For the most part, Mahomes has played majority of the playoffs at home. This is the first season where he's had to go on a road to play in the playoffs. And even though they went to the Bills and they played the Bills and it was a good game and they came out and they won, I just still feel like it was still a lot of things. I could take away a lot of things from both teams to see weaknesses on both sides. And I feel like
Hmm.
I think we can get one. I think we can get one from him. I do. So I'll say one.
The funny thing about it, I don't like that. I'm with you on that when that playoff interception thing. We had to look that up. But I do know this: in the regular season, he threw 16 interceptions. As great as he is, the boy can walk on wine, basically turn water into wine. The boy turned the ball a lot. I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna go two. I'm gonna go two. I think Cal gonna get him one because he's gonna try to force the ball to his BFF, and I think Gino gonna get one because one of his receivers might drop the ball or something like that, and he scoop it up or something like, and then
Hmm.
on that type of tip like that. So or one of the linebackers like Queen one that might undercut a route. He's gonna definitely. So like I say, he
Hmm.
threw 16 picks this year. So I'm gonna go two. And you know what the last one is? Total team tackles, total combined tackles for Roquan and Patrick Queen. I'm gonna start the line at 22. Over under Dave.
I'm going over. Once again, the Roquan and Queen. When Mahomes going to be running, I need them to be there. I need them to be there because Mahomes scrambling is a big part of his greatness. We always talk about him throwing it, but he just makes plays and the 3rd and 5, and he gets the first down. But these are big plays, and Roquan, Patrick Quinn, need y'all be there. So I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna say 20-28.
Okay. Go ahead, Shannon. 22 combined tackles for PQ and row. Over under.
Um, I have him at 22. I mean, I think it'll be a day where they might get some work in. I mean, like we talked about how great their running back is. They might even have to get after Pat Mahomes if he ends up running down the field, tiptoeing on the sideline. So yeah, I'll say 22.
I'll go slightly over with 24. I'll go 12 apiece. You know, like I said, them guys were making tackles in the run game and passing game, especially with Kelsey catching the ball and stuff. And like you said,
Mm-hmm.
Mahomes scrambling, they're gonna make those tackles too. So I'm gonna go 24. All
Mm-hmm.
right, the last one of the night this week. It's interesting. Our score predictions. Go ahead, D.
It's gonna be a tight game. This one, this is good. Gonna be a classic. I can feel it. Ravens 31-27.
Okay, I like it. Go ahead, Shannon.
Our scores are pretty close. Like I said, I mentioned earlier, we played them 4 times since the Pat Mahomes and Lamar Jackson era. And as even though we've only won once, the other games weren't bad games. Like it wasn't like we went and got blown out or laid down and just took it from them. You know what I mean? I feel like this Ravens team is better than any Ravens team that has played Pat Mahomes,
Right.
Andy Reid led team. So for that reason, I do think the Ravens will win. But I do think it'll be 30-26 Ravens.
Okay. I think we're gonna win by at least 2 touchdowns. Right here, I'm going to go 31-17. Because remember when Flacco went up in New England and just punched them in the mouth 28-13? I think it's the same game because, like you said, we going to be rocking. The house going to be rocking. Like the defense going to get tired of hearing about Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey. They're probably going to regurgitate. So I think we're going to low-key smash them, man. Because like I said, we've been doing it to all the good teams, and this team is no different just to who they got at quarterback. So I think we're gonna win by 2 touchdowns. I got 31-17 Ravens. All right, we're gonna do our closing remarks and then we're gonna get up out of here. Go ahead, Dave.
All right, so you see, I got the number 20 on. It's for Ed Reed. I just hit my 20-year mark in the post office. I just want to thank everybody who supported me and showed me love. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. It's a tough job. Trust me, snow, rain, all that. When we out there, we still gotta give you all stuff. So,
Mhm.
and, just shout out to
Mm-hmm.
my peoples, that be tuning in. Thank you everybody for, tuning in. My homeboys, Aaron Tyler, Quan Gilmore, Manny Fontanez, Nick Moran, Brandon Taylor, just some of my people, Travis Terrell. So, thank you everybody and everybody that tunes in to us, watches our show. Thank you. We work hard, we put a lot into it to give you that good news.
Oh man, great, Dave. Congratulations. People could make it let alone 20 days on the job, let alone 20 years. So congratulations, my brother.
Appreciate
Go
that.
ahead, Shannon.
Something that came across my desk this week. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was Cam Newton's comments about what someone that's from Baltimore said to him about Ray Lewis and Lamar Jackson and their importance to the city. I didn't get too much into it because I feel like I'm still on a high and we got bigger fish to fry at this moment. But I want you both to know this off season, we're definitely going to touch on that conversation because I would love to hear what you guys think about that.
Sure. Sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's it, Shannon. Anything? That's it.
No, that was it. I mean, because that usually I got an opinion, right? But I didn't even want to really focus on it because I'm like, we trying to get to the Super Bowl. And I don't want nobody to feel like I'm trying to come down on Lamar because I'm not. I just was kind of taken back when I saw the clip from Cam Newton, like, who said what? And then my little cousin hit me today and he said the same thing. Like, I think this might be true. So I'm like, I'm gonna let it go for now, but I need to talk to some people and see, like, y'all feel that way? Let's talk
Oh,
about it.
let me what was he supposed to say? That he don't like the city or something? Like I'm just trying to get a clear
Who?
understanding. Like what was
No, he said that I
what was
believe he said
what
that
was said? What was
Lamar
said? The conversation. Yeah.
Lamar has more of an impact on a city than Ray Lewis. I believe it was something along those lines. And I'll have it
Okay. Oh,
pulled up. I don't have it
can
pulled up
wait.
when we talk
That can
about
wait.
it, but I'm just like, no, definitely that's my
That can
point. I'm saying I didn't even.
that can wait.
I'm
Yeah, that
it
can
it
wait.
it made me no, it made me pause. It gave me pause because I'm like, what? But I didn't share it. I didn't get into it because I'm like, we got bigger fish to fry. But I'm just letting y'all know we talking about that this off
Yeah,
season.
Yeah, yeah. That's a
for
good
sure.
one
But
there.
I'm a just in that for now, Sam. I'm gonna end that. It is, but it's not. And then everybody know I love me some Lamar, but the person who he's talking about has a statue up front. We're gonna leave it at that. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said, man, like they said, don't cost that to subscribe. I don't be trying to push up on nobody. It's your own free will. But like I said, we'll definitely support. Appreciate the support, man. Like I said, man, we do this, man, 'cause we love talking football. We love talking Ravens football with you guys. It's it, man. It's now or never because next year is not guaranteed. Ask the Eagles, ask the Bengals, ask the Rams, ask all these teams. The Bucks they've been in the Super Bowl and have yet to get back. KC has been fortunate, because they have kept everything together and got a great quarterback. But the rest of the teams, it takes forever to get back. So we got to seize the moment, man. Seize the moment, and like I said, we gotta play clean football, and oh damn, I did forget one topic. We can get into that real fast. We can keep it short and sweet, and we can roll. All right, Dave, what concerns you the most about Sunday's game?
Um, I mean, I'm gonna just say Mahomes magic. I mean, once again, this guy's a two-time champ, Super Bowl MVP, 2018 NFL MVP, and Andy Reid, one of the greatest coaches. Like I said, to me, like I said, I think he's the best coach. They got a great defense. Their defense is just right up there with us. And this is the only top team we haven't played yet. So, um, that's really about it as far as concerned.
Go ahead, Shannon. Let's keep it short and sweet so we can roll out.
Special teams is my biggest concern. I mean, both teams have great defenses, both teams have dynamic quarterbacks, both teams have great coaching. And the only thing that you could say was really inconsistent this year, or people were questioning, was the Ravens special teams. And you find it crazy because you got Tucker, but it was something that was concerning. And then when you see them give up a touchdown last week, like we literally would have had them not shut out, but no touchdowns if they wouldn't have allowed a touchdown. So that's my fear. Don't help the Chiefs out any more than they, with already more than what they can do. Like lock it up, because it's no worse feeling than losing a playoff game or any game, but really a playoff game based on special teams play. And just think about how you felt in 2011 when Cundiff missed that kick.
Oh, oh man. Woo, yeah.
Yeah. Outside of I'm gonna go a little different, and I'm not only do this, but I know the dynamic and the weight of this game, and that was a good one too, Shannon. Special team. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go officiate. I'm gonna go officiating because you're playing against a guy, like I said, that they see them. They see him as the next Tom Brady. So him getting a couple little phantom calls on roughing the passer, a couple BS, illegal contacts that might extend the drive. Like if it's 3rd and 10 and we get them off the field, 3rd and 20, and next thing you know, you see a yellow handkerchief. They saying illegal contact, or somebody got a clean hit on Mahomes and he's sitting there with the star treatment and give him a first down. That can kill a drive. So I hope the officiating is much clean. That's why if we'd played the Bills, the officiating wouldn't have been an issue, and I think it'd have been called even. Then with this whole Taylor Swift bullshit. So I hope the officiating is clean. That's my biggest. Concern. As far as everything in between the lines, I think we'll take care of that. As long as we'll beat ourselves because we are the better team. But they're officiating. Oh man, everyone, thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said, man, Saturday, watch the Royal Rumble for those who like wrestling. You still got NBA on, but Sunday, 3 o'clock, man. Everybody need to be locked in, or even if you're not going to the game. I know these prices are ridiculously high. Go sit at home, watch at a bar, watch at a friend's house, watch if you're at work, get your phone out. Your boss probably won't be mad. They'll be probably watching the game too, so they're not gonna can you. Trust me. But tomorrow, everybody wear their purple. Wear your purple stuff. Wear your Raven stuff. Let's flood the city. Cause I notice all the other cities when they're teaming big games, the whole city gets behind them. Wearing the colors, shutting down their business, going to the game. And I ain't saying do that, but let's just have that Raven spirit, man. Everybody need to be in something Raven tomorrow, man. So yes, let's make Purple Friday really Purple Friday. Everyone,
Right.
man, thank y'all again. Like I said, I'm confident we'll be here Tuesday with a show. Uh, so like I said, make sure y'all trade. Y'all know what trade stands for. Talking Ravens all day, every day. With your host Justin P. And my $2 million MVP co-hosts, Shannon Finch, David Woods, Super David Mailman. Love y'all and have an amazing rest of the week. And let's go Ravens on Sunday, man. It's punch out ticket to Vegas. And we are out.
Good night, guys.
Peace.
Good night, Shannon.